Welcome to Bible Time with Aunt Kat, where we talk about real people and real things that we read about in God's Word, the Bible. And all of God's Word is true because God cannot lie. Today we come to the final part of our journey down the river. We've seen still waters, deep waters, stormy waters, but today we're going to see something beautiful. Today we're going to the river of life. First, let's say and sing our memory verse. Where do we find it? Psalm 23, verse 2. And we're going to sing it to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And the words are, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. So let's sing it together. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. Let's do it again. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. And where is that found? Psalm 23, verse 2. And today we're going to discover where the shepherd is leading his people in the end. I've got an empty glass here. Now, what if I was outside and I had been running and playing and it was a really hot day? I would be really thirsty, wouldn't I? And when you're really thirsty, there's nothing that sounds better than cool, clean water. Maybe with a little bit of ice. Yeah, that looks so cool and refreshing. Water refreshes us. Oh, yes. It gives life. God designed our bodies to need it. But did you know God tells us about another kind of water? Living water. One day, Jesus met a woman at a well. He asked her for a drink of water. But then Jesus said something surprising. He told her that everyone who drinks regular water will become thirsty again. But the living water that he gives will last forever. Jesus was not talking about water for our bodies. He was talking about the life and the forgiveness and the peace and the joy that only he can give, because only Jesus can truly satisfy our thirsty hearts. Jesus is our living water. At the very end of the Bible, we read about a beautiful river. In Revelation 22, the Bible describes the river of life flowing from God's throne, clear as crystal. And beside the river is the tree of life. Does that sound familiar? At the very beginning of the Bible, in the Garden of Eden, in the book of Genesis, there was a river and the tree of life. But sin brought sadness and pain and death into the world. But God's plan was always to bring his people home again. At the beginning, people were separated from God because of sin. But at the end, God's people are with him forever. No more death, no more tears, no more pain. The shepherd leads his people safely home. Sometimes people try to fill their hearts with other things: toys, entertainment, popularity, money, selfishness. But those things truly never last for long. Only Jesus gives us living water that can never run dry. Only Jesus can satisfy our thirsty hearts forever. This week's Try This at Home is called A Drink of Water. The next time you take a drink of water, pause and remember, just as water refreshes our bodies, Jesus refreshes our hearts. As a family, read Revelation 22, verses 1 through 5. Talk about the river of life and discuss what you look most forward to about being with God forever. Every river, every stream, every drop of rain, every cup of water reminds us that God gives life, and Jesus gives living water that lasts forever. Our journey down the river began beside still waters and ends at the river of life. Let's say our memory verse one more time together. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. Psalm 23, verse 2. And don't forget to make your own Bible time every day.